Autobots, transform! And knowing is half the battle. Undercut! No. I am your father. So what did I see coming, Doctor? Oh, you can...
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Masters of the Retroverse. Another trying time here in the Castle Grayskull with audio issues. And what would it be a podcast without audio issues?
Yeah, it just wouldn't be the same. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Okay.
Really, but we'll get through it.
All right.
So, how's it going, man?
It's going all right, man. Working through our issues like usual and coming out triumphant in the end.
Yeah. Well, I want to start off by saying, happy 4th of July to everyone. We are recording July 3rd. Tomorrow is obviously 4th of July. And, I just want to wish everyone a happy 4th of July, and to my co-host, David, and all the other military personnel out there and veterans. I want to thank you, because it's because of you guys that, we've been able to keep our freedom for 241 years. Is that right?
I think it's like 236 now, isn't it? Something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
It's worth a Google.
Yeah, Google it. Well, 1776. It's 2017, so it'll be 40. 41. 241 years. I don't do math very well, but damn it.
Yeah. I just copied my buddy's answers from Math for Marines.
There you go. So how's it going, man? Are you enjoying your festivities, a long weekend and plenty of beer,
Jesus. Like, to be honest with you, this is the first time I really drank. I've been working on that thing, man. I've been doing that Rocetta. So
yeah, you got a badass little go-kart dune buggy, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty cool.
The guy didn't want to work on it, couldn't get it started. Needless to say, it was just a bad gas tank and a dirty carb and a kill switch relay. That was it.
Nice, man. Sometimes that's the best way to get it is get somebody else's headaches. You get those people that are like, oh, fuck it, I'm tired of working on it. I'll just get rid of it. And you can pick it up next to nothing.
Yeah.
And then you put a little bit of time and effort, if you know what you're doing in it, and you got you a nice little ride.
Yeah, man. It's free. I took my son out there today, and the gas tank tipped over, and it ran out of gas because I used the mini bike gas tank because I need to get a new gas tank for it. So, yeah. I was stopped in the middle of the street. I was like, cars going around me. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Totally illegal. It's all good.
Right.
I roll.
Yeah.
So what did you do this weekend?
Well, that's cool, man. Yeah, I spent all weekend putting up, just doing stuff around the house. It was kind of boring, actually, and I ended up doing some work out in the yard and doing some shit out there, and worked for majority of the day today, and I'm on call tomorrow, so I don't really have much of a weekend, so to speak. So that's all right, though.
Yeah, I lucked out. They gave us Monday off because of I didn't, because it just fell that way. I didn't work a lot of hours, but my whole shop over there at iTest, they work some horrible hours, man. So they hooked all of us up with having, somebody's calling me right now, with giving the Monday off, because otherwise you had to come in today, and we didn't. We're the only shop that didn't have to come in, so we got 5 days off, man. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Man, I wish I could get that. Wish I could get that.
4.5. Friday was like a half day.
Yeah. So, well, in my industry, if it's hot, we got to work.
Oh yeah,
people are calling because their units are broken and not cooling, and you gotta do it. But
yeah,
because it's hot and sticky here in Missouri right now, man, it's miserable.
It was 97% humidity on top of it being 95 or 97 degrees.
God, that's the worst.
Yeah.
That's the worst, man.
I took like 2 showers the other day.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I hate that, man. You come in and it's like, oh God, I got to take a shower before I go to bed because I'm so sticky and I can't sleep. But if I take a shower, it'll wake me up, you know. So
yeah. Well, the majority of what you guys got in there in Missouri, right? It's you have a regular furnace and the ACs on the outside, right? It's not up in the attic.
And most of them aren't in attics. They're usually we have a lot of basements here, so most everything is in the basement.
You lucked out.
Yeah, I know, man. I've got some buddies that live in like Texas and Louisiana, and they live south, and they're always saying how everything's either in an attic or on the roof or in a crawl space, and because they don't really have basements. Like,
yeah,
that's why I like doing that's why I like working where I'm at.
yeah. You would hate my attic. I go up there to find something I need or whatever because we have storage up there too. And it's just horrible, man. It's like I don't even have to be up there more than like 3 minutes, and I'm like a wet blanket. Like it's horrible.
Oh, I absolutely hate attics, man. I hate them.
Yeah.
It's miserable.
Yeah.
But anyway, enough about the heating and cooling. So we got a couple quick things that I want to talk about. I don't know if you've seen any of this, and some of the stuff I've posted on our Facebook page. So make sure you go check it out. Just go on Facebook and just search Masters of the Retroverse, and you can find our Facebook page. Make sure you like us and follow us, and we post all kinds of goofy shit on there. But Bill and Ted is getting a part 2. Did you see this?
I saw some stuff about it on the news feed on Facebook, and I was like, what could they possibly have them do? They have to bring in 2 stronger new characters, I think. Like, maybe they're kids, you know? And then have them. They got to do something like that because they're too old. Like, in my eyes. That's my opinion, obviously, but, you know, yeah.
Well, the article that I read is saying that, hang on a second. It's saying that it said that we have a script, we have a director, we have a studio. We're just trying to nail down a start date. They are bringing back Keanu Reeves and what's the other guy? Winters. I forgot the guy that played Bill.
Yeah, because that's pretty much the only part he ever played, right? No, he was.
I think he was kind of one of those one movie wonders. I don't really know that I know him in anything else. If he did, I don't recognize him.
Is he in the Lost Boys? Who is that little? His face looks the same as his.
Was he in the Lost Boys? All right, to the IMDb.
All right, man, get it.
Let's see.
But you know which one I'm talking about, the vampire.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he's got. Yeah, he does look just
he looks like him.
Lost Boys. I'm sure there's people right now that are listening that are like yelling at us, calling us dumbasses because we don't know this.
Yeah, that's the fun of it.
For Southern, Corey Hames. Yeah, Alex Winter. Yep.
That was him?
Yeah, that was him. Okay, so he was in 2 movies.
Yo, bro. Totally tubular.
But yeah, he so they're bringing them 2 back. I think the original mom from the movie's coming back, and the old guy from the movie is going to be in it too. And they say that's going to be a sequel that is going to show them show grown-up version of Bill and Ted. So it's like them, only grown-up versions. So it's kind of interesting.
Okay, so let's see how burned out they really got. That's
right. Yeah,
that's what the story's gonna be.
That would be like them redoing Wayne's World now. You know,
Wayne's World or Half Baked.
Oh my God, Half Baked. Yes, that's one of my favorites.
That'd be great if they remade Half Baked and have that guy go back in there and be like, "Can I get my job back?" Well, it's like, F you, I'm out.
Fuck you, you're cool. Fuck you, I'm out.
He's like the manager now.
Yeah, oh yeah. He owns it. He can get back and he bought
it. Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, it would be.
No, didn't they do 2? There was 2 Bill and Teds, right?
Yeah. There's that, and the second one was really kind of lame. It had the
there was
you had to pass a history test or whatever to be able to play in the Battle of the Bands or
Yeah.
whatever it was. Yeah.
So there was, it was the Excellent Adventure and then their Bogus Journey. So I guess this would really be Bill and Ted Part 2.
Yeah. I wonder if like they'll try to do what they did with like, you know, Rogue One and fucking all that shit with the CGI. Like if they go back in time and see themselves, like if they do that CGI thing.
Oh yeah, where they like CGI themselves as
Yeah.
like what they did on Guardians of the Galaxy with Kurt Russell. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally didn't see that yet. Don't ruin that for me.
Oh, you mean at the end where they all die?
You son of a... That's Rogue One. Okay.
In the movie. See, I just saved you $15, dude. Actually, I probably just saved you 50 by the time you buy popcorn and soda.
Damn it.
You're welcome.
Damn it. I started listening to that one too, that podcast on the 8-Bit Fandom. Yeah. I was like, you started talking about Baby Groot. You talking about Baby Groot.
That, dude. I wouldn't listen to it until you've seen it.
Yeah.
Another thing that I found on that I posted is one of my favorite GameCube games was Spyro the Dragon.
Yeah.
And Sony is remastering it.
Spyro.
So I think that'll be pretty cool. I'm excited to see it. And it's supposed to be the trilogy. I guess the first three, the original 3 games of Spyro. And I hope they do something new with it too. And I'm hoping that maybe they'll release it on Xbox and not just on PlayStation. I mean, even though it's made by Sony, you know, they put it out on the GameCube, or maybe they'll put it on the Switch. That would be cool.
Yeah. Huh. I remember Spyro the Dragon. I never played the game. I can't remember the premise, like the story.
He was. I don't even remember, dude, to be honest with you. I don't really pay too much attention to storylines on games usually because I usually fast forward through all the cutscenes.
Oh, man, you're like my kid. I hate that.
Yeah. Now, if it's, you know, if the game is... So, like, one of the games that I do watch the storyline is Destiny.
Okay. Really?
Because
I haven't played that either.
Storylines.
Excuse me.
But, you know, in my opinion, if I'm gonna play a game, I want to play a game. If I want to watch a movie, I want to watch a fucking movie. You know.
Yeah. Well,
the storyline doesn't really get me into the game any more than just playing the game. I guess another game that kind of gets that I do pay attention to the storyline is Resident Evil, but that's one of my favorite movies anyway.
Yeah, you know the movie went totally the wrong way.
Yeah, it did. I like seeing how they differentiate from each other too.
Yeah. What else? Let's see here. What else were we talking about? The Spyro the Dragon, right?
Yeah. So the toy show's coming up this weekend.
I saw that, and I was like, it reminded me about your toy show, and I was like, motherfucker. I wish I could go.
I know, man. Just fly out. Or start driving now. You can probably make it here in time.
Well, I'll make it there before that. You're only 13 hours from me.
All right, cool. We'll come up Friday, and then we'll hang out, and then we'll go to the toy show, and then you can drive back. You got to stay till Monday. You can drive back Monday, and then you'll be home. You'll be home by Tuesday.
Yeah, that won't work.
Oh, damn it.
We're start. I wish I could, man. We're starting another op, fucking 10-day op. So I'll be like, however they're working the hours for that. So I love my job.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, but box you got in the back there.
The toilet
lunchbox. Is that something new?
Oh, yeah. No, it's not new. So it's a Speed Buggy lunchbox. These are currently on eBay.
Nice.
This one isn't, but I bought this, I want to say 3 or 4 years ago. It's pretty beat up. But I was looking at them the other day, and I pulled it out because I was looking at them on eBay. And lunchbox goes for like $40. Thermos goes for like fucking, I don't know, a lot. Like the thermos I got. Yeah. Look at that.
Nice.
All together.
Yeah, those thermoses go for big bucks, man, because That's the one thing that people lose out of those, or the lids, even the lids, you know.
Well, they don't even come with them anymore.
Yeah, they're not like they used to be. I was cleaning my toy room last weekend. And I was taking everything off all the shelves and dusting it all off, and on the top shelf with a lot of my He-Man stuff, I totally freaking forgot I had this. I pulled it down. I forgot that I bought a He-Man lunchbox complete with the thermos and everything.
Man,
I was like, damn, I forgot I had this thing. And I
We
picked
were
it up for
looking-
the toy show for like, God, I only spent like $20, I think, $30 for it.
$15.
Nice.
$15 from the same place. Well, it's not the exact same place. The same guy owns the place, but this place had like furniture, and he had like a little cabinet of toys and stuff like that. And they were like, yeah, $15, and I didn't know they had a toy, like a retro toy store, like with the NES and all that stuff back then. That actually had to be more than that. I want to say not like 6 years ago I bought that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I saw it on eBay the other day, and they're going for, like, you can, I haven't checked it lately, but last time I checked it was 115.
Oh, nice. Damn.
Yeah, for that particular one, because you know the story behind that, right? Speed Buggy, Jabberjaw,
Yeah, I remember Jabberjaw.
Josie and the Pussycats. There's another one. But all of those were. My mic went out. Did you mute me, or you muted you? Okay.
That was me. Yeah, that was me.
Okay. Yeah, I just, I had audio issues, and I see a mic with a cross thing. I'm like, oh my god. All right. But they had all those deals come out the same time that they had the hit Scooby Doo. And then Scooby Doo like launched all these other things, and like they all came. If you think about it, like the Speed Buggies is Scooby, right?
Yeah.
There's Fred and Daphne, and then there's Shaggy right there, and the dude with the goggles. It's not those characters, but they had success with that, so they kept building upon that. And then the other ones fell off, and Scooby held strong.
Nice.
Not sure.
I never realized that. So it's kind of a knockoff of Scooby Doo.
Not a knockoff. They were trying to build upon success of Scooby Doo and Hanna-Barbera. Hanna-Barbera, that's who did this guy right here.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah. So like they were trying to, hit all the different types of class of people.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And the more you know.
Yeah. I don't know if I explained that quite right. I'm pretty sure,
No, that makes sense.
Pick my story apart, but it's somewhere along those lines. Anyway, sorry.
No, that totally makes sense. So.
Yeah.
So I cannot believe last time we recorded we did not talk about the Super NES Mini.
I know. Well,
my God, I didn't think about that till after the show, and I'm like, how the hell did we not talk about this? Because this is amazing, man.
What we were supposed to hit last time, though? What were our topics? It turned into our 5 movies, right?
Yeah, we did the 5 movies, yeah.
Right. So we were kind of saving the Super NES Mini. Actually, I got an email about it. I don't even know why I got a fucking email about it, but I saw it, and then I showed you, and I was like, "What the fuck, man? Like Star Fox, what's up?"
I know. I'm really excited about. I'm more excited about this than I am the NES.
You think people are gonna camp out there?
I don't know, man. I don't know. So my buddy texted me.
Thanks,
and
dear.
he said, "Hey," he said, "I'm." Yeah, I guess you could say he was pre-ordering to pre-order.
Party foul.
Which is basically like Walmart will put you on an email list to email you, notify you to let you know whenever they go on pre-order. And they're going to be $80, 21 games.
Yeah, $79.99. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and totally worth it too. Like you said, Star Fox and the new Star Fox 2 that never was.
Yeah.
Super Mario World, which I'm really excited for. They had Donkey Kong Country. I'm gonna look it up real quick because I want to get the full.
Super Metroid, Super Mario World. A whole bunch of shitty games like that. Like really. They didn't. They weren't like mainstream games. They had like 5 or 6 mainstream games: the Super Metroid, Star Fox, Super Mario Land. What is it? Like Super NES Mini. Why didn't they put what the fuck was that game? I'm drawing a blank. Fuck. Anyways, you're pulling up the list. Where you at?
Yeah, so I got Super Mario World, Super Mario Kart.
That's Super Mario Kart.
Zelda Link to the Past, Super Metroid, F-Zero. Street
F-Zero.
Fighter 2, good one.
Yeah.
Castlevania 3, Donkey Kong Country, Mega Man X, Kirby Superstars, Kirby Dream Course, Final Fantasy 3, Star Fox, Yoshi's Island, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Earthbound, Secret of Mana, Contra 3, badass.
Yeah.
Super Mario RPG, that one's just kind of...
Yeah, then they start falling off. Super Mario RPG.
That's all they have listed on the site. I know there's 20. Was that one 21 games? That was 3. Oh, yeah, 15. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and then Star Fox 2.
They had like 6 big games. They're like,
well, I mean, they're all pretty decent games.
No. I'm talking about like they showed them big on the advertisement.
Yeah, those are those first 5.
Yeah,
Mario Kart, Mario World, Zelda, Super Metroid, and F-Zero.
Yeah, Mega Man didn't make a Super Nintendo game, did he? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Mega Man X.
Okay, that's garbage, right? Or was it good?
It was okay. It was okay.
I can't remember. I was a fan of Mega Man 6.
I'm excited for this because I never had a Super Nintendo because, as I had mentioned before, we went the Sega route after the Nintendo. But my cousin and some of my friends had the Super Nintendo, so I got to play a lot of these games a little bit. So for me to be able to sit down and actually play through Super Mario World or Super Metroid is just awesome. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah. So is Walmart the only one that's going to carry them?
No, it's going to be everybody. Most retailers are going to sell them. They are saying that they are making ample supply. So I'm hoping that that's going to alleviate a lot of the bullshit, that's going to happen with, people trying to jack up the price on them and stuff like that.
I'm still jealous. You have the NES Mini. I'm jealous of that. Jealous of you.
I don't have one.
I thought you had one.
No.
No, I fucking want one, but I want to pay $300 for one. It's just bullshit.
I know my buddy's got one, and he texted me and said, "Hey, he said I'm thinking about selling my NES Mini." I'm like, okay. I thought he was going to offer it to me. I mean, I'd give him retail price for it if he wanted to sell it. Like, I'll give you $30 for it or whatever.
I'll give you $30 over it. Nothing more than that.
I mean, I would probably give him like 50 for it. But he's like, yeah, I think I'm going to put it on one of the buy sell trades pages on Facebook for like $250. I'm like, dude, you're crazy. I'm like, the hype's gone for those right now. People aren't buying them. They don't care about them anymore. I mean, now even on eBay, the prices are down to like $150. But he was hoping to sell it to get a Switch. He wants to get a Switch for his son. I was like, well, good luck on getting that too, because there aren't any still.
What a Switch?
Yeah.
We have them like out the yin yang here.
Really? They got them on the shelves?
Yeah.
Really? Nice.
Yeah.
Which reminds me too.
I don't know, maybe because it's full of Marines that just want to spend money.
Which reminds me, I got in the mail, ordered it off of, I think it was Amazon.
Are you wireless right now?
What's that?
Are you wireless?
What do you mean?
Is your computer wireless?
No, it's wired.
Okay, because you keep going in and out on me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Huh. I'm wired too, so I didn't know.
No, I don't think.
I apologize for interrupting.
Well, my GPU is kind of running kind of high capacity right now too, but
okay, all right.
Hopefully, it doesn't mess with the recording.
Okay.
So I picked up a vinyl decal set for my Switch that makes it look like a Nintendo.
Sweet.
Controller. Yeah. So I was hoping to get it on to put it all together for the show tonight to show it, but I didn't get a chance to do that. So I'll get it put together and I'll put it on put some pictures on Facebook. So make sure you guys go like our page on Facebook and you'll get to see it. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, I didn't. I know we had the surprise for the end of the show, but just to let you know, I didn't make it down to Wilmington to pick one up. I know you got one, right?
no, I didn't actually get one. I was gonna order one on Amazon, and I ended up buying a bunch of other crap, and I didn't end up doing it.
Okay.
But I looked at Target, and I couldn't find anything He-Man at Target. And I
Yeah,
just didn't get a chance to get to Toys R Us. It was a kind of a busy week.
it was.
But
Yeah, it's Toys R Us. I didn't see him anyplace else. Toys R Us had a whole bunch of stuff, man, like He-Man
yeah.
related. Yeah.
Oh my God, I was so mad too. I went to Target just to get some groceries and stuff, and I walked by down a toy aisle. I usually do just to see what's new. And they had one of the like 10-inch tall, the 10-inch tall Marvel figures that are just the figures we talked about, like their arms don't bend or nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
They had one of those. They had one of those. It was a Venom, and I was like, I don't want to get it right now. I'll wait till next time I come in. And we went in there last weekend, and it was
It's
gone.
gone.
Because it was like $8. I'm like, oh my God. Now it's not most of what I collect is the Toy Biz stuff from the 90s, but I like anything Venom.
You do anything McFarlane?
Not really. No. Like I said,
So I was
most
thinking
of my stuff
Venom,
is
Spawn,
Toy
stuff
Biz.
like that.
It's got, the McFarlane toys are really cool, but they're also pretty damn expensive too.
Yeah. Damn, Roxy.
But cool. All right. Well, show topic this week, we're going to talk about, and I don't know the best way to word this. So as a kid, let's say watching Goonies, and you watch Goonies now, how well do these movies and these video games from our past hold up to today? Now obviously the image quality, the effects aren't near as good. So there's been some movies where I loved as a kid, and I sit down as an adult and watch it, and it's like, how the hell did I like this as a kid? This is crap.
Because when you were a kid, you would go to your room, you would grab your pillow, your favorite blanket, you'd wad it up in front of the TV, on the floor, like scrunched down with it under your arms, with your paddle in your hand, and you're playing your video game or watching your Goonies or whatever, man. Like you're so close-minded as a kid, like you're not open to the world yet and all the cynicism that everything surrounds us. You know what I mean? Like your mind's so much more just one track that I didn't mean to do that, but
no, it makes sense. It really does.
yeah.
The kids have more imagination than adults do,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that has a lot to do with it. But there's even some video games that I've played that are just like, oh my God, this game's really not that great. There was one of my favorite games as a kid was called Mylan's Secret Castle, and I love that game. I played that game so much, and then when I picked it up, as an adult, it just didn't hold up. It just didn't keep my attention.
Yeah. I wish I knew that game. What was it called again?
Mylan's, Milan, Mylan's Secret Castle.
Mylan's Secret Castle. I don't even remember hearing about that game.
Yeah, you were just this little guy with one of those like old time sleeping hats, on, running around this world trying to kill these dragons. It was hard. It was a really hard game.
Okay. Well, if we're gonna look at a game like that, all you got to do is think about Dragon's Lair. Like the first time you saw that, you're like, "This is so awesome," and you were so pissed off because you didn't know where to jump, you didn't know where to swing the sword, you didn't know where to walk. You know what I mean? Now you go back and you're like, "God, this is so stupid."
Right. Yeah.
Because that was the first time you were introduced to that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's funny too because back then, as technology progresses, I think that has something to do with it as well.
Yeah.
Because look at the difference between the NES and the Super NES as far as the graphics. Or the Sega. You go from a Nintendo to a Sega, and it's amazing. And as a kid, you're like, oh my God, look at this. these graphics are amazing. No, even going, not even that, but just going from the NES to the, or like Super Mario Brothers to Super Mario Brothers 3. Just the difference in those games, on the same system. The graphics started getting better, and it seemed to make the games better.
I don't know, man. Like, I've played lots of games, and I don't know if you feel the same way, but like, there's something about Super Mario Brothers. Like, there's just something about it. The freaking left to right scrolling screen. Like, they can't go wrong with that design. Like, yeah, they have something there. They always have something there. The Super Mario 64, like, what was that called? Or was it 3D World? Like,
Mario 64.
Yeah. If you haven't noticed, like, every year that they've released a Mario, like, they're trying to appease two different types of gamers. Like, they always make a left to right scrolling game. Look at Super Mario Wii U. I'm waiting for Switches to come out. Like, I'm waiting for that. It's going to come out. That left to right scrolling game, and then the ability to come back from right to left scrolling, which they added later on. But, like, I don't know what it is, man. There's something about that. Like, my kid gets irritated, and he hands me the controller because I understand it better than him. But he can sit there, and he can play the WDBE wrestling crap, and, like, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I just want to hit him. And then it's just a show. So I ramble off, man. I apologize.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
That's right. You're right, though. I mean, I love the side-scrolling games.
Yeah.
I like them a lot. In fact, there was one that I bought on Xbox. It was super cheap. It was supposed to be like a new Mega Man. In fact, I think it was the creators of Mega Man. It was God, what was the name of that game? And there was it was supposed to be like this great game. I think there was a GoFundMe for it, and it took like 3 years to create, and then it came out and it just flopped. I thought it was a good game. If you're into side-scrolling games, Mega Man, Mario Brothers, stuff like that, I think you'd like the game.
Okay.
Because it has a lot of the same mechanics as Mario did.
Yeah. You seen that thing that where does Mario go when he dies? When he falls down the pit? You seen that? Yeah. It's like all the ghosts of the Marios and stuff like that chasing him.
Oh, yeah.
We need to post that on the page. Actually, I will do that right now.
Yeah, see if you can find it.
Hey, I'll find it. Hold on. I've got to copy it from YouTube and put it on the page. So as I'm looking at us talking. But yeah, so where does Mario go when he dies? Where does Mario go when he dies? Yeah. But I don't know, man. Comparing stuff from old to new, I think the nostalgia factor is going to come back. It's got to come back. So, like, I know we're all about this anti-piracy stuff and all that good shit. But, like, whatever happened to the good old days where you go to the drive-in movie theaters, man? You're sitting in your car, you put that little speaker box and you hang it on your window. Mom and dad go, or your mom or dad goes up to the little concession stand, gets you your popcorn and all that stuff, and you go and you're all sitting in the car. Shit, they even used to put you back on the roof, remember, and give you a blanket.
Oh, yeah.
Like, sit on the roof, watch it, like, or turn the truck around, you're in the bed of the truck. Like, right. I don't know, man. That's awesome, and I've tried to do the same thing with my kids. Like I had a little Epson projector or whatever, and a sheet in the back. So like the deck, like we've had like 5 or 6 sets of kids come over, and like we'll play like old movies like The Goonies and shit like that. And then I have my speakers for my yard or whatever. Like I'll play the movie through the speakers in the yard, like, and have them sit there. When they were little, we used to try to do, like, I was like, we try to do the drive-in movie theaters, but with Power Wheels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just cool, man, to have that kind of thing. The nostalgia part is what I think made those old movies for us.
And I think so too. And I mean, you said they're coming back, or it's got to come back, and it is. You look at 8-bit video games right now are huge. on Xbox. New 8-bit video games. Even movies like our favorite movie, Kung Fury.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
games like that,
that's
movies like that are coming back, and they're coming back hot and heavy.
yeah.
The only shitty thing is that they're doing a lot of these remakes, like they did with Ghostbusters and Total Recall, and it's just not the same. They try to appease us people that have that nostalgia that want to see these movies and see these actors again, and it's not the same.
Well, at least they threw in the actors from the Ghostbusters, into little cameos and stuff. But no, they are definitely not trying to appease us. They're not trying to appease us, the people that went to those movies back in the day. They're trying to appease fill in the politically correct statement after this period. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's what they're trying to appease, especially Hollywood. And it just makes me so irritated. And it's making everybody irritated. They got to be taking a hit. You know what I mean? Because
it is, and they're ruining our childhood by doing that shit too. They're not trying. Okay, so they think they're trying to appease us, and they want us to think that they're trying to appease us, people that have that nostalgia and they're sentimental about these movies, when really all they're trying to do really is just make a buck. I mean, that's what it all comes down. And granted, that's what movie making is all about. It's about making money. But you would think after 100 movies that they've tried to remake or even have sequels to and have flopped, I cannot name one remake of any movie that has become a cult classic, or it's just become a super blockbuster hit.
Yeah. It's so annoying.
I mean, even movies like Jurassic World. I mean, that's probably one of the better ones, but it still wasn't. I don't think it was a huge hit.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked it. I liked Jurassic World. It didn't really I don't think it catered too much to the wantings of the. I don't even know what to say.
Well, it didn't really feel like they were trying to, though, either. It seemed more like they were just trying to make a movie about dinosaurs,
Yeah, exactly. And that's what they needed to do. And then they needed to snap a picture of Steven Spielberg.
yeah. So people can bitch and moan about how how he should be ashamed for killing that poor dinosaur.
The last Triceratops. Yeah. It's a rhinoceros.
Yeah.
Serious? It's a prop.
Rhinoceros with 3 horns. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right, man. I put that up there on our page if you want to see it. So
nice. Check that out.
Those guys are pretty amazing that do those videos too. I can't remember their names.
Is that the what is it, Nedzuki or something like that?
I think so.
Because I follow them on YouTube, and those guys, they're amazing.
Yeah,
they're amazing.
Yeah, that's what it is. I can't pronounce it either.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's Nedzuki or something. I don't remember.
Yeah. Let me let my dog out real quick. There you go, Rox. No? Okay. You just stay out the door then and sniff. What pain in the ass. You get up there or something. Get up there and lay down if you want. All right, so where are we at now?
I mean, that was really about it. We just talk about some of that and whatever else is going on. We're just kind of winging it. We'll kind of make this a short show because.
Yeah, I know you got to do your thing. So.
Yeah, I still got to put patio furniture together, so that's gonna be fun.
You fix with AC, I can do that. How about that?
Man, I would trade you. I'd trade you right now to do that.
There's Roxy. There's old Rox. Box of Roxy. Box of Roxy. No, she's a good dog. She listens really good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, that's kind of do a short and sweet. I want to talk about the Super NES thing and the toy show coming up, and make sure go to our go like our Facebook page, because I'll be doing some Facebook live videos from the toy show, and let everybody drool over some of the stuff that they have.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like they're cool. I'm so jealous, man. So jealous right now.
Yeah, they're saying that this is the first time in like 15 years of doing this toy, because this toy show has been around for like 30 years. They do it every 3 months.
Yeah.
It's like 5 or 6 times a year.
Okay.
And this will be the first time that they're going to have the second floor open. It's like a mezzanine that runs around the top, and they're going to open that up to vendors. So they're going to have like, oh my God, I don't even know. I think it was like 400 or 500 vendors or something like that there. So
really? So is that place like a good what? It's got to be a good 15,000 square feet, 20,000 square feet.
Yeah, easy. It's a machinist hall. It's like a union hall. So it's got a big hall area that it's like. So yeah, I'd say it's got to be 15,000, 20,000 square feet on the floor.
Okay.
So, and they have the hallway. You when you come in, you walk down a hallway, and you zigzag back down the other way on that hallway, and then you go down, make a left, and go down another hallway before you go into the big room. And that hallway, as you're walking in, is completely lined up with vendors, along the sides of the hallway too. So you kind of get to see all the fun stuff as you walk in.
Yeah, and so is all that toys or?
Yeah, it's all toys, and there's some like vintage toys, like vintage to us, like 50s and 60s toys, but not a whole lot of that. It's mostly, I mean, tons of Star Wars, tons of G.I. Joes, He-Man stuff out the ass, Nintendo stuff out the ass.
Not a He-Man? No?
Oh, yeah, He-Man. Tons of He-Man.
Sweet.
Tons of He-Man.
So I want to be there right now.
And then like Hot Wheels and all that other crap. And then they have people doing artists there, like doing drawings and
the guy that does Ariel, that drew Ariel and stuff, is gonna be there, right?
Look on the Toyman toy show page.
He drew a whole bunch of Disney characters.
Yeah, I think that is who's gonna be there. It's
I know Ariel is his big one.
Philo.
Yeah, I can't pronounce it. Philadelphia.
Yeah, Philo Barnhart. Yeah, he did a lot of Disney stuff, it looks like.
So what you need to do, Adam, when you get there, ask him about, if you get a chance to talk to him, ask him about the Little Mermaid VHS cover.
Yeah, with the penis on it, the castle. Yeah, if he did that.
Did you?
Yeah, I want to know if he did that. He did Beauty and the Beast. He did Secret of Nim. There's a bunch of them. I can't hardly read them without blowing up the picture, but yeah, he did a ton of The Rescuers Down Under. I remember that one.
Hell yeah! I actually won that. I won that from you. You remember those the Fox and Friends, or the Fox, not Fox and Friends. It was the Fox kids after school.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember what they called it. It was
like an after school special thing.
It wasn't after school special, but like it was after school cartoons, and like they had the kids club. Oh yeah, kids club.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yep.
And they're like, here's the secret word, and then they're like, all right, you have the secret word, and then like a couple of shows later, like, call now. And I called, and I was like, hey, secret word's butt fuck. No, but I told them the secret word, and they're like, all right, man, congratulations, you won Rescuers Down Under, And I was like, are you kidding me? I actually won something. And yeah. It only took like 8 weeks for the VHS to get there, but I still have that VHS. My mom.
Nice. Yeah. Who
Yeah.
cares if it was a shitty movie? It was still it was something that you won. That was a big deal.
Yeah, off the Fox network. Like, are you serious
Damn.
right now? Yeah. Oh wow. Sorry.
Yeah, I usually didn't get too lucky on those types of
Well, it was a local area
contests.
too. It was a local area. This is like, so I lived in the Northwest then. You know, I'm a New Orleans. I'm a new. I'm a Northwest guy, like born and raised. Moved to Lejeune to serve with the Marines. Now I'm retired from the Marines. Now I work for the Marines as I'm retired. But up there, like, you know, you had your own network. Like, just like I'm pretty sure Missouri has its own network, right? Like
Yeah.
its own. I don't know, man. Shit's gotten a lot more corporate. It's the word I'm trying to look for. Corporate.
Yeah.
The big wigs take over everything, and there's not a lot of the
It's
small
not
type
small
network.
market anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So like, because everything's internet based, so they don't need to have that guy in that small town pushing them play buttons anymore. You know,
Right.
so
Right.
so like they can control it from a mass mainframe, Spectrum, i.e., or whoever Time Warner is yours, or whoever.
No, we're not Time Warner. We're I don't know. I don't know who we are, but we speaking of winning stuff, man. Do you remember the singer Taylor Dane?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Okay. She gave me a bicycle.
She
So
gave you a
yeah,
bike.
so here's what happened. I was in the Boy Scouts when I was a kid. And the Boy Scouts, not the Cub Scouts.
Yeah, my son's about to do his Era of Light for the Cub Scouts.
So it was actually my first year in the Boy Scouts, and we did a jamboree, which is basically like St. Louis area. All the Boy Scout troops get together, and you know it's just like all the troops in the St. Louis area, dude. There was thousands of kids, and the one night they did a concert, and it was Taylor Dane, and it was one of the VJs too from MTV. I can't remember his name. It wasn't Kurt Loder.
Pauly Shore?
Huh?
Pauly Shore?
No, it wasn't Pauly Shore. I can't remember what his name was. But they basically just drew names essentially, and they picked I think it was like 4 kids out of like 10,000 kids.
Oh wow!
And won a Dyno VFR bicycle, dude. And back then the Dyno was like
bike?
that was like huh?
It was like a BMX type bike, right?
Yeah. A dyno back in the day was like a dyno and a mongoose were like the BMX bikes to have.
Okay.
And I won a dyno VFR, and I got to go up on stage and you know, shook her hand and all that stuff. It was pretty cool. And then when I went to pick up the bike, I actually went down to the Boy Scout like headquarters in St. Louis to get it. And I was 11 or 12 at the time, and they lead me into like, okay, come on in here. You know, we'll let you pick out your bike. And they lead me into this room, and there was like 30 bicycles sitting there, and they're like, pick one. And they were all the same. It was all the Dyno VFR, but you had a red and a blue. Like, pick one. And I picked the red one. And I ran the shit out of that bike, dude. I thought I was top shit. Bike. It was like, man, I got a real BMX bike here. I'm awesome.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Like running into famous people. Did I tell you on this that I ran into the Incredible Hulk?
Lou Ferrigno?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So just going off of your Taylor Dane story, so just a quick story for me. I flew to I flew to California to do training with the Marines, which is CAX, the Combined Arms Training Exercise type deal. But I was an instructor, and then so as on the flight back, I had to go to LA. So I flew out of Palm Springs to LA. It was really weird, and then from LA straight to Atlanta. There was a con going on in Atlanta. As I'm sitting there, like waiting for this plane, like I had to wait for 3 hours for the plane in LA. I swear to God, I saw Data from Star Trek.
Oh, Brent Spiner. Nice. Yeah.
I swear I saw him, but I didn't confirm it yet. So then I went, we did the deal or whatever. They loaded first class, and like everybody was like kind of blocking it or whatever. I went to get on the plane. All right, boom! I fucking lock eyes with Michael Ironside, Hercules, right?
Yeah.
Michael Ironside, that's who played Hercules, right?
No, that was I'm thinking of Kevin. What's his name? Not Hercules.
He played the TV show Hercules. You know what I'm talking about?
Wasn't he a wrestler?
No, I don't think so.
Know.
Anyways, like if you Google it after this, whatever. But
I was thinking of Kevin Sorbo. That's who I was thinking of.
I think it's Michael Ironside. I think I'm right in that assumption. And then Kevin Spillner, Brett Spillner, whatever, Data.
Yeah.
Right? They're all in fucking first class, right? They're all in first class. And like Data was like getting in the overhead compartment doing his thing, like whatever. He had white hair, you know, he's older now or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I looked at him, I'm like, oh my God, that's Data. Oh my God, that's Hercules. And there were some other ones too. Like I couldn't remember who they played, but I knew they were famous. Like they were from like those kind of things back in the day. And then as I'm turning, right? And I look down the row, I see this big guy hunched over, like looking at a magazine or a newspaper, right? And he looks up. He looks me directly in the eyes. And I say, I was like, oh my God. Hello, Mr. Frigno. He's like, hello. It's Lou Ferrigno and Coach, like, crunched up in his fucking seat, like reading the newspaper. And I'm like, oh my God, that's the Incredible Hulk, you know? And come to find out, they were all going to a con in Atlanta, is what they were there for, a big con. So
how long ago was this?
Huh?
How long ago was this?
Oh, shit. 2011? 2010,
oh, okay. That's pretty
maybe?
recent. Okay.
Yeah. I was still in the Marines then.
Did he say, hello, nice to meet you?
No, well, he was like, hello. He just said hello. Don't lose that.
That was a deaf joke. Sorry, that's not very PC of me.
Well, isn't he partially deaf? He's not fully deaf, right?
What?
Taking all them supplements.
Right, yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So, yeah, speaking of TV shows that don't hold up, the original Hulk series was definitely one of those.
Mm-hmm.
It was on Hulu. I don't know if it still is, but I watched it. I don't know, 4 or 5 episodes of it. Yeah. And I was just like, my God, this is terrible. It was just awful. Okay, so I bought the DVDs. I bought the DVDs a long time ago, man. Them and Knight Rider. I mean, it's cool for nostalgia reasons, but to actually sit down and watch it, like my kid couldn't even get interested in it.
My kid was interested in it.
He's as big of a Marvel freak as I am, and he's like, this is kind of dumb. Yeah.
So he watched a couple episodes of The Incredible Hulk like 2 years ago. He was into it. I just can't sit there and watch all of them. You know, the whole like The Incredible Hulk from then to now, like it's kind of like all sad. You know, like it was like, especially like when he's walking away on the road at the end of the story, you're like
sad little music at the end.
Yeah. No, it's like Hulk smash. So.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. So.
Yeah. I'll tell you though, I like that guy they got in the Avengers playing Hulk. Better than Edward Norton or whatever the hell his name is.
Yeah, Ruffalo, Paul Ruffalo. Is that right?
He's great. He fits the Bruce Banner persona like perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he does. I think he did. It was a good fit for that for sure.
I want to see a movie with him. You think so? No.
Oh, a Hulk solo movie with him? Yeah.
That was solo. There'd be some cameos in there. There'd have to be, otherwise it'd be a dry movie.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Maybe a little bit of him and some Scarlett Johansson.
There you go. Oh, it'd have to be. Yeah, it'd have to
be. Yeah.
Speaking of which, did you see Marvel Live? They're doing like It's like it's just all the characters live. You know, like they used to have like Sesame Street Live and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
well, Marvel Live now with all the Avengers plus Spider-Man and all the Guardians of the Galaxy too.
Okay.
So it looks pretty interesting. I mean, it looks kind of cheesy, but you can only do so much with being live with certain effects and all that stuff. Like Groot is just he's a guy, and you could tell he's a guy on stilts, but he's like 12 feet tall.
So it's like a play.
But yeah, basically like a musical or a play or whatever it is. Yeah,
better not be a musical. They better not. Can you see the Incredible
see the Hulk start singing? No.
That'd be horrible, man. That'd be horrible.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, let's wrap this up. I got stuff to do, and
let me spitball some ideas though for you on the way out. Next week's show, right?
Yeah.
If people watched our live thing here on YouTube, right?
Yep.
Just give them a vote. I know they may not see it or whatever like that. But what if you and we go watch Spider-Man: Homecoming and review it?
Let's do it. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a lot to cover then, because we'll have the toy show to talk about, and we'll do Spider-Man. So we might end up actually having to record on Monday, maybe.
Okay.
Like Monday evening or something, depending on Sunday how it works. We could probably do Sunday evening or something, but I want to make sure I have time to go see the movie with my kid.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Maybe get the kids in here and have them talk about it too.
Yeah, that works.
That'd be kind of cool. So, all right, cool. Yeah. Well, everybody, make sure you go check out our Facebook page. Go check out our Twitter. Find us at MOT Retro on Twitter. Obviously, if you're listening on iTunes, go check out our YouTube channel. You can see this entire podcast in video form. Just search for Masters of the Retroverse on YouTube. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give us a rate and review on iTunes too. I'm going to the toy show next weekend, and I'm going to be picking up some stuff. I think we're going to probably do some giveaways, but we want to get some more interaction with the listeners and the viewers. So David and I will sit down and figure out how we want to do the giveaway. We may end up, once we hit 1,000 likes on Facebook, or, so many subscribers on YouTube, or both, we'll do it. We'll probably end up doing it live too. We'll probably doing it like the live giveaway on,
that'd be sweet,
on our YouTube channel. So
that'd be sweet.
Yeah. Make sure you spread the word, because the more people that listen, the more giveaways we're going to do, the more fun crap you guys can have. So, and it's going to be good stuff too. We're not going to give away crap. I'm going to find some really good stuff at the toy show, and, we'll kind of get a little goodie bag together of all kinds of stuff. So it'll be well worth it. So YouTube, iTunes, Facebook, Twitter, all that crap. Just go follow us. And all of you that are, thank you for following us. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. All that good crap. Enjoy your 4th of July. Don't blow yourselves up.
Happy 4th of July. Stay safe.
Adios, muchachos.